Hi kids, it's Miss Barbara. I'm sending you this video because we are not able to have school right now. I know that you are at home instead of at school because there is an illness that's going around in our world and we all have to be really careful. So we can't be together. So I thought I would send you this video to say hi and do some learning with you today. I think you've been doing some learning at home, but I want to help you too. First, I want to tell you how much I've been missing you guys. I miss you all. I have been thinking about each of you. Some of you have sent me little things over a text, and I want to tell you how much I appreciate it. Ainsley, I love the pictures your mom sent of your chalk art, and also that really cool art project you did with the Skittles. It was really pretty. Benjamin, I loved the video your mom sent me of you on Superhero Day. And I love that she showed me your bedroom. You have a great bedroom, lots of good colors, and I liked your superhero costume. And I also really liked hearing that you guys go and give Meals on Wheels to the grandmas and grandpas. Thanks for doing that. Cade, I saw a video of you that your mom sent where your dad was showing you about germs. And you guys were doing a science experiment in the kitchen, you and Jace and your dad. And he was putting soap in the bowl, and I think it was pepper. It sounded really fun. Thanks for doing that, and thanks for sending it to me. Emery, I have been missing you. If you send me a picture or a video, I would love to see it. I bet you're enjoying your time at home with Elodie and playing a lot with your sweet sister. Maybe you can take a picture of you and Elodie and send it to me. Ivy, I saw you over by your house when I was on a walk, and I got to see you ride your bike. It was really fun to see you ride your bike. Thanks for showing me. Also, I love the hand sanitizer that you and your mom made, the homemade hand sanitizer. It's my favorite hand sanitizer because it smells really good instead of strong. Jack, I also love the videos and pictures that your mom has sent me. I got to see pictures of you at the table learning with your friends. You guys were doing a Zoom session and I got to see you and your friends on the computer. So I just wanted to say thanks for all of that, and if you send more, I will enjoy seeing them. I've been missing you. I'm feeling really good. I hope you're feeling good too. We're healthy at my house. We're hoping that you're healthy at your house too. Coco's healthy. She's sleeping right here next to me. Hey Coco, do you miss the kids? Did you see her say yes? I think she said yes. So she does miss having you guys come. She has Joey here, but it's not the same as having all of you guys. Joey's my cameraman. He's standing behind the camera. You won't see him, but he's helping me out making this video for you. What we're going to do today is we're going to do some worksheets together, and I'm going to show you how to do your twos today. We missed the twos when we had a snow day back in February, and we didn't do them again. So we're going to go back and do our twos today before we go on and do some other worksheets later. So your mom or dad has those worksheets for you, and you're going to have those ready for working right now while you're watching the video. When we do the worksheets, you're going to be able to pause the video so that you can write your answers. You can write your twos when we're practicing the twos, or you can draw a line on a worksheet if it's a line that you have to connect, or you could circle, or whatever you need to do on each worksheet. You can do that by pausing the video and working along with me. And when you're done writing, you can start the video again. That way, I can help you do all of your worksheets all at once. First, I want to remind you that when we start to write our twos and our other letters later in the week, we have to start them at the top, remember? And we have that great song, Where Do You Start Your Letters? At the top. I'm going to sing it for you now, and I think you should get up off your chair or off the floor, wherever you are, and stand up and do it with me. Joey's laughing. He thinks it's going to be funny. So I'm going to turn on the song. I'm going to sing it and do the actions. I want you to do it with me. And right after that, we're going to start making our number two. Okay, ready? Where do you start your letters at the top? Where do you start your letters at the top? If you want to start a letter, then you better remember to start it at the top. Is this the top, top, top? No, it's the bottom. Is this the top, top, top? No, it's the middle. Is this the top, top, top? It's the top, top, top. Where do you start your letters at the top? Where do you start your letters at the top? Where do you start your letters at the top? If you want to start a letter, then you better remember to start it at the top. Is this the top, top, top? No, it's the bottom. Is this the top, top, top? No, it's the middle. Is this the top, top, top? It's the top, top, top. Where do you start your letters at the top? Okay, so as I said, we're going to do the number 2. You have to start the numbers at the top also. So you guys know what a 2 looks like, and we have written them, but we're going to practice them on our sheet. So you start very close to the top, you go up a little, down to the bottom, and a line at the bottom. Let's do it again. Up a little, around to the bottom, and a line at the bottom. Okay? So let's start on our worksheet and we'll practice it on there. Joey's going to walk over so that you can see the worksheet as I work on it. You're going to start with this one that has the 2 on it. First thing I want to say is this spot up at the top, I usually write your name. I want you to start writing your name. If you don't know all the letters, that's okay. Your mom and dad can start to help you. And put your name at the top of every worksheet. Just practice writing your name at every worksheet. So for the 2, I'm going to show you. Remember, we start near the top. We go all the way up, touch the top, around, line at the bottom. Next one, up to the top, around, line at the bottom. Up to the top, around, line at the bottom. Up to the top, around, line at the bottom. You try that now. Pause the video and try to practice those 2s on the top. Now, try some of your own down below. Moms and dads, if they struggle with this, it's okay not to be perfect, obviously, but if they really struggle, you could draw little dots like this for them to copy, even on this row here. Sometimes I do that if they need a little help, but if they can try it, that would be best. So up to the top, around, down to the bottom, and a line. You're going to write about 4 of those if you can. Up to the top, around to the bottom, and a line. And when you've done all 4 of them, start the video again. You may pause it now to write your 2s and then start it again when you're ready. On the back of that worksheet, we're looking at what types of things might have 2 in their set and what don't have 2, which ones don't. So some of these things have 2 in their set, and if they do, we're going to draw a line from those items over to one of these 2s to show that they have 2 of them in their set. Some of them don't have 2. We're not going to draw a line if they don't have 2. So we have a scarf, boots, mittens, shoes, and hands. So I might say, mittens, 1, 2. I'm going to draw a line to one of the 2s because it has 2. Scarf, is there 2 scarves? No, there's just 1, so don't draw a line for the scarf. So you count what's on the page, and if you think there's 2 of them, draw a line and connect it to one of these 2s in the middle of the page. Pause the video while you do that and start it again when you're done. Our next worksheet, put your name on the top. This one says, Draw another thing, another picture just like the one that's here in each of these boxes, the one here on the top and the one on the bottom, to make 2 of each thing. So this is a mitten. If your mitten doesn't look perfect, it's okay. Just draw another mitten so that you have 2 mittens. And do the same thing with the sock. So pause the video, make your drawings, and when you're done, start the video again. On the other side, on this worksheet, there are pictures in each box, but there's more than 2. We want to circle 2 of everything in each box. And we're going to practice writing a 2 on that line. You can circle it in 2 different ways. You decide. You can circle 2 things together with one big circle like that. And I have 1, 2 trees. And then I write my 2 down below. Or you can circle 1, 2, like that. And then write a 2 down below. So you go ahead and pause the video and circle 2 of everything in each of those boxes and practice writing a 2 in each spot. We have another worksheet that we did not get to when we were doing our 5s. I'm going to show you back at the chalkboard how we make a 5, and then we're going to come back and do this worksheet together. So for 5, it kind of looks like 2 sometimes, but it's different. I'll use my pink chalk. You go down a little, around with the loop, line at the top. Let's try it again. Down a little, around with the loop, line at the top. So let's go back and we're going to practice one more worksheet with our 5s. We did do our 5s right before you went for spring break, but it's been a little while. You might not remember. And then we're going to work on some worksheets that practice all those numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is just a funny picture with shapes, and this is our shape guy, and we are supposed to count the shapes that he has on him. He's kind of a shape butterfly. And there's 3 questions down here. This one says, how many circles, how many triangles, and how many rectangles? So I want you to look at the picture and count first the circles. And then you are going to draw or write how many circles you find right on this line. I kind of even drew a box. You could draw a box first if you want, or you don't have to. You're going to write the number in this spot. Then you're going to count how many triangles, and you're going to write that number on that line, maybe in that spot. And last, you're going to count how many rectangles, and then you're going to write how many you counted in this spot on that line. So pause the video and take some time to count the shapes and write them one on each line for each shape. Our last set of worksheets for today are going over and remembering how to write all of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We've practiced them all before at school, and today we did the 2 also. So you might just want to practice them because they're tricky to do if you haven't done them a lot. So don't forget, write your name at the top. What I want you to do first is copy these ones right here. Copy the 1, copy the 2, copy the 3. The 4 goes down over and a line going down. The 5 starts here and goes down a little, around with a loop, and then the line on top. So pause the video, and practice each of these numbers one by one first before you go on to writing them down here. Then start the video once you've copied them up top. Okay, so if you've already copied them up top, let's do them together and do them from the top. So 1 is just a line going down. 2, up a little to the top, around to the bottom, and a line at the bottom. 3, 1 loop, and then 2. 4, down, over, pick up your pencil, come back to the top and go all the way down. And the 5, part way down and a loop, line at the top. Pause the video and try to write your numbers on each of those lines once, then write them again down at the bottom on these lines, so you will have practiced them twice. And when you're all done, start the video again. Okay, on the back of that one, there are some sea creatures and the number 2, 3, 4, and 5. First thing I want you to do is copy these numbers again just for more practice. So listen to how we do each one. The 2 goes up a little, around to the bottom, line at the bottom. The 3, 1 loop and 2. The 4, down, over, pick up your pencil, come back to the top and go all the way down. Number 5, a line part way down, then a loop, then come back to the top to make the line at the top. You're going to count how many fish here with the bubbles and then draw a line to which number it is. Then you're going to count how many of these fish and draw a line to whichever number it is. Then you're going to count the shells and draw a line to that number and count the octopuses and draw a line to that number. So pause the video and start it again when you're done with that sheet. Next, we have a fishbowl, and we're going to do a few things with this picture. First of all, write your name at the top. Pause the video to write your name and start it again when you're done. You're going to need crayons for this one. You're going to need an orange, a brown, a pink, and a yellow. So pause the video and go get those 4 colors and then come back and start the video. It says color 5 fish orange. Only color 5, don't color more than 5. You can pick any fish you want to color orange. So I'm going to color 1. It doesn't have to be perfect, just a little color. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause the video and color 5 fish orange, any 5 you want, and then start the video when you're done. Next it says color 3 fish brown. So then I find 3 different fish to color brown. 1, 2, 3. Pause the video, color your fish brown, count only 3, and start the video when you're done. Next it says to draw a pink, 2 pink shells, and I don't have a pink in this color box, so I'm going to use red, but you can use pink. Your shells don't have to look perfect, just draw something that you think looks a bit like a shell. 1, 2. Draw 2 of them. Next it says, draw 1 yellow starfish. Your starfish doesn't have to look perfect, just any sort of shape that looks like your starfish is fine. Yellow's hard to see, but I put a starfish or a star right here. Pause the video and complete your picture, and then start the video again. On this picture, you remember we have to color certain squares a certain color, and when we do that, it makes a picture appear because of how it's been colored. This one says color all the 2's blue, color all the 3's blue, and color all the 4's blue. Then color the 5's gray. So remember to color the whole square. I'm starting with a 2, blue. It doesn't have to be perfect, but color the whole square. I also have to color the 3's blue. So I'm going to color this 3 square next. And of course, they're not all squares, they're just boxes. And I'm supposed to color all the 4's blue too. So I'll color this 4. And I would go all the way around the picture coloring all of them, the 2's, 3's, and 4's blue. And then I would color my 5's gray. There's a 5. Here's another one. So pause the video, take a minute to color your picture with all the 5's gray and all the other colors blue. What did you find on your picture when you were done? Did you find a shark or a fish? That's right. Our next sheet, put your name on the top, is also learning or remembering about 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to count how many of each item, and we're going to write it on the line down below. So we'll start with these. I'm going to count 1, 2. So then I write a 2 up to the top, around to the bottom, and a line at the bottom. Next I would count these and write that number here. Next I would count these and write that number here. And next I would count these and write that number here. You pause the video and take time to count each area and write the number down below. If you forget how those numbers are written, they're right up here for you to look at. You could come up and copy that number up top before you have to write it down at the bottom. Pause the video and do that worksheet and start it when you're done. Our last worksheet today is one with cutting. So we have some fish bowls here. There's a fish bowl with a 2, one with a 3, one with a 4, and one with a 5. And down below are the groups of fish. Do you remember that when we cut, we start by cutting off the bottom, just like this, so it makes it easier to cut out what's down below. So I think it's also easier to cut the extra part around all the fish. So I'm going to cut off the side and the bottom and the other side. Then I have to cut out whichever group of fish is 2. So I'm going to count my fish over here. 1, 2, 3. That's not it. Does that look like 2? No, it's way too many. That's not 2. We don't even have to count. We can tell by looking. Is that 2? 1, 2. Oh, that's it. So I'm going to cut out that one there. And I'm going to get my glue and glue it on top of that fish bowl. My glue stick, okay? So then when you're done with that one, you're going to find the fish group that has 3 and put it here. The one that has 4 goes here, and the one that has 5 goes here. So pause the video and do your cutting and gluing and finish that worksheet and start the video again when you're done. All right, kids, thanks for working with me today on those worksheets. I bet you did a great job. I wanted to tell you, please work hard while you're at home. Your moms and dads are trying to help you keep learning while we don't have school, and they need you to be doing your best. Even if you're not always doing everything perfectly, we always try our best on anything we're trying, just so that we can make sure we're learning and practicing as well as we can. I miss you. I love you all, and I will make another video soon for some other learning for tomorrow or another day. Thanks. Bye-bye.